were level, that didn't really, or it didn't feel like that really happened.
Yeah, I did think that when England got back into the game, I thought there could be only one winner here, because you could feel the atmosphere, you could see the zip and the extra bit that the England players were putting into it, and you thought there's only going to be one winner here. But like I said, Spain, like Guillaume just mentioned there, the resilience, the layers to their sort of team culture, is that they just rode out that pressure and just sucked the enthusiasm away from England and just went back at them. And the best form of defence is attack, and the way that Spain just cut us open at times was, you've got to hold your hands up and say it's fantastic football.
They're just the Spanish team in this tournament. They have just been so superior, and you are right. It does happen a lot in football, doesn't it? When a team takes the lead, then another team will actually start having a go, and that's exactly the correct question. Why actually is that? Well, they have to be braver, but the issue is England weren't brave enough on the evening to make that next step. And in this tournament, actually, it's not a bad thing. In fact, it's a really good thing for football that Spain won the tournament playing the brand of football which they play, because let's get it right, had England got over the line tonight, it would have been all about the way that England defended. They tried to stifle Spain. Spain played the beautiful game, England didn't, but the beauty of Gareth's team this tournament has been getting over the line. But tonight you have to look at it and think, well, you know, for England to get to the next level, have they got the players who can do that? I believe that they have, but England have been lopsided in this tournament, and there's been an oddity about the way they've tried to get up the pitch, or up the field. Harry Kane didn't offer enough tonight, didn't make those movements in behind. Ollie Watkins, when he came on, I actually felt, albeit England was still doing a lot of defending, that he was a better option, and it wouldn't have been a surprise had he got in behind the Spanish backlines. But look, there's a lot to think about, there's a lot to digest. I think overall it's been a good tournament for Gareth Southgate, but just come up short once again.
Well, I think, Gareth made that change relatively early, didn't he? Came off Watkins on. And yeah, I mean, he's not been at his sharpest this tournament, Harry Kane. He's still been, effective in front of goal when he's had the chance. But I just feel that does it hurt more when you lose playing like that than if you'd have lost playing like Spain? It's a different feeling. When you lose with the quality of player that England have in a game where we try to grind it all the time, it's a different feeling. It's always the wonder of the what if. Could we play? Could we be more expansive like that? And then you lose in a manner where you feel like you've thrown everything at it. And I think the players have done that in the way that we've played the whole tournament. But it's not that football that Chris is talking about, the way that you kind of really take it to another team with the ball.
Just to try and give you some kind of picture of what's going on at the moment down there, they brought a stage on in a variety of different parts and then assembled it on the pitch. They then think they've built it in slightly the wrong place. So they had a whole load of volunteers in Bob the Builder yellow hard hat who then tried to push the stage maybe 3 yards to the left and had failed in doing that. And so at the end of trying to shift it, they've decided, stuff it, we're going to leave it where it is and we'll run off and we'll get on with the ceremony. Whilst let me make a right pig's ear of that, Izzy has been watching the various ways the England players are consoling each other on the far side of the field.
Yeah, we've got Bellingham, well, he was just sat on the grass on his own. John Stones doing the same, having a moment to themselves, and Harry Kane went over to Jude Bellingham and consoled him for quite a long length of time. But you can just see here the players, they are understandably so dejected, and I do think that they gave everything. Yeah, of course we'll pick it to pieces later and think about what and discuss what they could have done better, but I thought Gareth Southgate was brave with the substitutions, and Jude Bellingham's just right in front of me right now, just applauding the fans.